Let me give y'all some unpublished if you know type game. If you are looking for the everyday attainable version of that dude, pay attention to this. This is on some if you know type shit. Pay attention to who is driving a brand new Honda Accord. Not no fancy watch, not no designer clothes, pay attention to the dude who drives a brand new Honda Accord. Nothing is by accident. Everything is by design. It is no accident that when you go to lower income communities, the everyday family sedan that you're going to see is going to be your Malibu, your Chrysler 200, your Charger, Impala, etc. There is also a reason why that when you go to upper income communities, the everyday sedan that you're going to see is going to be a Camry or an Accord. You see Malibus, Altimas, Impalas, Chargers, and things like that in lower income communities because they are simply easier to get with a lower credit score. Those vehicles also carry a heavier discount, meaning that banks are more willing to lend on those vehicles because a discount in their eyes equals equity. It's no different than a down payment. So if the vehicle's $20,000 and it's $5,000 off, they will give you the $15,000 for that car, even though your credit isn't that good, because they see it as, I'm only giving you $15,000 for something that's worth $20,000. But they make up for that by issuing higher interest rates on those cars, which is why most people that drive those vehicles owe far more than those cars are worth. Those vehicles are also what I call fleet queens, meaning when you go to Enterprise, when you go to Budget, National, Thrifty, what kind of cars do they have? Impalas, Malibus, Chargers, 200s, etc. The manufacturer sells those cars by the boatloads to rental car companies. Rental car companies whore them out for a few months and then sell them to the open market at a heavy discount. Those are the cars that banks are more likely to approve you on if you have bad credit, because banks lend money based on a calculation of risk. If they are to lend money to someone with bad credit, they go into it factoring this. They know that the day will come when that bad credit customer has to make the decision, do I make my car payment and give the bank their money back, or do I get my car fixed? One or the other. I cannot do both. So they're going to make sure that they have the best odds of getting their money back. They're going to lend you money on something that is new, that is not going to break down, and something that is low mileage. There is a less risk of that vehicle breaking down. Therefore, it is a less risk that you will have to come out of pocket. And even if that vehicle does break down, it has a factory warranty. Therefore, there should be no excuse for you to give me my motherfucking money back. And because I have to take all this into consideration, I'm going to charge you a higher interest rate to borrow my money. Nobody gives a fuck that you know somebody with an 800 credit score that chose to go buy a brand new Impala. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. That is the exception. That is not the fucking rule. Bitch, I ran hundreds of loans a day. You bought 10 cars in your life. I think I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Honda does not play that. A brand new Honda Accord is a status symbol only to those that know that know. A brand new Honda Accord is not heavily discounted, if discounted at all. Meaning that if a bank lends you money on that brand new car, your credit had to be A1. Because if they're gonna lend you $20,000 for something that's worth $20,000, that is very high risk for them. And your credit gotta be good for them to do that. If your credit was bad, if something $20,000, they need to see you come in with some skin in the game. That's why you need those discounts. If something $20,000, I give you 15 for it, I give you 12, but I'm not gonna give you that full 20. Therefore, you already know that man that drives that new Honda Accord has A1 credit. Honda Accord is also not a fleet car. You cannot go to Enterprise, Budget, Thrifty, Dollar, and rent a Honda Accord. You can rent an Altima, a Malibu, etc. all day. So that means that gently used Honda Accords are not flooding the resale market to be scooped up at a discount and be sold to people with bad credit. Honda don't play that. The Honda Accord is a status symbol. The Honda Accord is harder to get. Those that get denied at the Honda dealership can go to Nissan and get approved. They go to Chevrolet and get approved. They go to Chrysler Dodge and get approved, but Honda will not finance them. Because for the everyday working person that is part of middle America, the Honda Accord is a status symbol. You must be qualified to drive that car. If you owe more on your current car than it's worth, you ain't trading that bitch in on a Honda Accord. Not unless you're talking about paying that negative equity as a cash down payment. You can't roll that into the new Honda Accord. You can on that Malibu, on that Altima, on that Charger, on any car that is heavily discounted. You absolutely can. But not on a Honda Accord, because the Honda Accord is not discounted. It is a status symbol. The latest Honda Accord body style went from 2018 through 2022. Honda sold 291,071 brand new Honda Accords when that body style dropped. And that means that 291,071 people with A1 credit got up out of their seats and went to the dealership and paid full price for that car. That number wasn't because of no rental car companies. It wasn't because of no city. It wasn't because of no government vehicles. Those are all A1 credit customers that went in and bought that car. Now let's look at how many the competition sold with rental car companies included, government vehicles included, etc., etc. Even with discounting their car and offering it to rental car companies and fleet sales through government vehicles, the Malibu was only able to sell 144,542. The Impala, 56,556. The Charger, 80,226. Honda Accord just came out with a new body style for 2023. Pay attention to who's driving that. When it comes to the average American, trust me, that is that dude.